The antimatter engine utilizes the collision of matter and antimatter to generate energy. When matter and antimatter come into contact, they annihilate each other completely, converting 100% of their mass into energy according to E equals mc². This boasts an incredibly high energy efficiency compared to conventional fossil fuels or nuclear power generation. The basic structure of an antimatter engine is as follows. Firstly, a device to produce antimatter is required, and currently, large particle accelerators such as CERN are employed for antimatter production. After generating antimatter, a device for storing and transporting it is essential. Due to the extreme instability of antimatter, it needs to be stored under very low temperatures and in a vacuum. The major advantage of the antimatter engine lies in its high energy efficiency. Conventional fossil fuels or nuclear power conversion processes only utilize about 4% of mass for energy, whereas the antimatter engine converts 100% of mass into energy, showcasing tremendous energy efficiency. This implies that when used for propulsion in spacecraft or aircraft, it can achieve significantly higher speeds compared to traditional engines. Another advantage of the antimatter engine is the absence of exhaust emissions. Unlike fossil fuels or nuclear power generation, the antimatter engine does not emit any exhaust gases, making it environmentally friendly. However, the antimatter engine is still a technology that has not been practically realized. The main reason is the difficulty and cost of producing antimatter. With current technology, producing grams of antimatter incurs costs in the tens of billions of dollars. Additionally, the technology for storing and transporting antimatter is still under development. Nevertheless, despite these challenges, the antimatter engine is considered a highly promising technology for future energy sources. If practicalized, it is expected to bring innovation to various fields such as space exploration, aviation, and transportation. Currently, the development of antimatter engines is actively underway in the United States, Europe, Japan, and other regions. The U.S. Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, DARPA, aims to develop an antimatter engine by 2030. CERN in Europe is working on the technology for storing and transporting antimatter, while the University of Tokyo in Japan is conducting research to enhance the efficiency of antimatter engines. For the antimatter engine to become practical, advancements in both the technology for antimatter production and the technology for storing and transporting antimatter are necessary. With such developments, the antimatter engine could establish itself as a future energy source.